Square. Lynn Square happens to be one of the most trending artists right now as we talk in northern Uganda. That is Lynn Square for you there with Infinity. I still remain the only guy that speaks in capital letters. MC remains my name as usual. And of course, we are back again. And, each and every single Monday, we always give you the, whatever happened, during over the weekend. That's when we always blend it and we bring it right on your screen. And of course, for this very particular weekend, we know a couple of things happened, in the previous weekends. A lot of things. There's a lot of saga in the industry, in this fame game. There's a lot of sagas that are going on and on and on, circulating each and every single time. I remember sometimes back I did talk about the influence of TikTok, people powering their angers. When you get an issue with somebody, you go back to TikTok as if TikTok is the one that got problem with you. You end up pouring all those insults on TikTok for the people to consume out there. And of course, it's still one of the most trending platform where people express their anger, and of course at the same time where they also revive, like resolve issues among us, the celebrities in the industry. Most especially the socialites that have taken it so personal, where even if in their bedroom, kitchen, they always look for all angles of shooting videos, in different in different angles. They shoot their videos and of course pouring out their angers. But still, nevertheless, it still remains one of the most trending platforms right now. Yeah, as we speak, a lot has been happening over the weekend. We had the Gamma, the Gamma. They also elected. That is the CHUKU executives, of which I will be also giving you the details in the second hour of the show. But of course, our brother, that is Laxi Mover, celebrated his birthday. Was yesterday. He celebrated his birthday. It was today around around 3 a.m. because he celebrated the birthday. And of course, I love the fact that northern Uganda. When we talk about northern Uganda, of course, we have two regions. That is the northern part and West Nile part of it. But when it comes to West Nile, it's so far. I don't know what is really happening in the music industry, where we find people in the industry, they really don't like each other. Unlike the ones in Gulu, the Gulu artists. I love the fact that when the guy was celebrating his birthday, all the big giants in Gulu, they were present. And of course, I'm talking about the likes of rap knowledge, Judas rap knowledge. I saw the lights of Lil Square, and very many big artists. The lights of Pato Lava Boy. They were all there to support a brother. But I wonder why such kind of things are not happening in our own region, like West Nile here. You find when our celebrity is celebrating their birthday, nobody seems to care. None of them. Nobody seems to care whether this is a friend celebrating the birthday. We should go and give it to the person. And of course, talking about birthday, a lot of birthday went down over the weekend. And of course, Brenda, one of the female socialites in Paida, and of course, working with one of the pedestrians. So she also celebrated her birthday yesterday. Meanwhile, so many of birthday came through over the weekend, of which if we are to count one by one, we cannot be able to finish it at this very particular time. And of course, animeru kuma eni watie kudano watie kuleme madupa tupumutika temere ingomwa mi kumalo mi Uganda watie kuleme madupa manda woru beru press conference pa nyako mwachel mube chikbedu kukosa tuparede ini tupirede kuma eni midwi ma eni press conference para mado bedu tie ma I press conference esha wabedu kujuru media personalities ma ay kulika bedu ma tung magibinu kamiu chwak ninya echa duluongo so that they can spread the news, so that chit work kucheja gichigi pok lembene giluongo general mi binu kangeu lemba ngo mutika timre ketu nyogi chopi pok lembene maber ni dano mutika muti ingomo kenege pieni waneno mutnya ongoni adano cheke social media wati kudano muku magipe ku smartphones ma gibe metu lebene nango odoki ushide bangi du kubakite kumeni majoa ku dog ju e manango dana muku ni gide tiede wen gide olwar man kulembe madupa mutia katimere inwango ni pol kawoni ni what is social media mwa a fame game generally a socialite in one dan mo gitie en gitie gujuru weru ko gitie mi gis just socialite in general gitie dan mo ko gima ka ginde magimaro lembe madoki kum celebrities en gi igami nwa ginde de gigi gitingiri ni agimari na gitie celebrities ma ugami nwa ko ni TikTok mamwaka woni ni Kenyan platform pa TikTok TikTok Kenyan ko woni mot TikTok tie platform a share makubangati makanyo enwango lembe kungati pare moku edwoko lemene dungzo doki TikTok geshido e podu ka kamuku inwango nang echolo lemi echa ngichwin mi echa egame chide wode kecha man ario TikTok ne de game to kedu ka bedu moku makanyo unwango lembe kungati ma uchopo bedu ichope chwalo apology de ni kwa okisa ni ngati tengene mecha but Paul Kare inwango ni kedo kitengemi kwa okisa dan ne makwa okisa ne wengi utie manok ni medo kuma eni lembe dupa mutie katimre industry nema eni mi entertainment mawawa chenia wabishikelu yu lembe ngi cheke kawa duogu eni ke isawa mamirarione wabish breaking lembe ni kinwa ni gama watie ku gama group association pa juruwer mutie ya roka jilongo ni gama then mi ngomba lur kuja jilongo ni grama makaite gama machate grama so lembe le dupa mutie katimre industry nema eni kin groups nema eni gin ma mokutie ma chopi gier groups eni gin mokutie ma belalo kin galala de donc isama merario wabinyutu yu lembe ni kore kitema gibetemene ni medo komende watika ni no matino bachika premiering videos moku gimanyen mu wok manyen ma waneno ka woni waneno tie ku CHUKU won utie ku diba mo ay ku diba Bush the King watie ku sukuto eni ke mo ay ku diba Genius Brown watie ku bama tata chun shapena watie ku enyanga that is a laxi mover ko star boy junior eni ke zo malembe ngi zo video ne men ge wabechika premiering in Nino Martine donc le marketing kere na kodi shit kaka moko. We're gonna be premiering a lot of video. We know that so many music videos that they're also, some of them are coming. And of course the current one that we have right now, let me say in our hand we have a music video from that is a new video from a Laxi mover, and that is the guy himself, Starboy Junior Simba. And then Bush the King with the CHUKU Won. It's a new video. Then Genius Brown with the Sukuto, and of course I'm not forgetting that is a tune sharpener with a Bama Tata. And of course let's go for a music break, and when we bounce back we will first start with our celebrity gossip within northern Uganda and Uganda at large. Then from there we're gonna be we shall usher you into the hour of premiering the music video. Meanwhile we shall be breaking it down one by one. Let's go for a music break, and when we bounce back keep it right there on West Night Television. Start times at channel 477, and of course at CHUKU Satellite you can as well catch up with that. That is channel 0073. Then Azam TV, always channel 369. Keep it right there on West Night Television. Amuka tucheze, and of course a free boy is telling me to amuka, then we cheze. Well, amuka juu hata tunapiga dance mara moja. Of course before that we had a song that came in from Danny Dola. We are talking about Danny Dola. Something just came into, I just remembered something about this guy. Danny Dola, as we speak, is outside the country, but he had his new jam that released early this year. Yeah, he released some jam early this year, and trust me, Danny Dola is one of the artists that I've failed to understand whether he's doing music for business or just for fun. I always ask myself because it's rare to see this guy perform, generally perform in places. Very rare. I've never seen a poster, if I'm not mistaken. I've never seen a poster, pinned with this guy's photo. Maybe he's coming to perform somewhere. But the guy is always releasing audios and expensive videos. Yeah. So you ask yourself, where does he benefit from music? This is the question that I've asked myself and I've failed. I don't have failing. Angyo ngole makaweji kumla madoki kum Danny Dola. Pien kani neno mut. Danny Dola tejara wer mi ngombalu. Ma wer mi weru eti weru wer maber. Wer mi mar. Yeah. Love song generally. But igami nwanga yani kaya neno mut. pulizo aneno nko yani yanidi mokwanya nyo poster mo kunyo juyo nyo dani dola bechitu ka perform nyo nyo ipakwash nyo igulu nyo yarua ka kaide but kai dok mod ni penjiri girgiri dani dola kano doki kum videos ma mi bay dani dola temu video mi bay mo lo most of the artists you know juru we man pull dani dola temu videos kwa mi bay mo lo dongi gambe penjiri girgiri dani dola and everything where mirango is it for fun or for business? I think one of these days I need to I need to give a call to this guy and ask him whether to know the stand of the music, where he stands in the music industry. Is it for fun or he's doing it for business? Yeah, we all know he has the money. Yeah, maybe he's doing it for fun. That's what I can say. But of course, Danny Dollar, big up on yourself. You are one of the guys who have put up the umbrella of the music videos, like classic videos, classic audios. I've been watching, all over, and people are watching the videos, but it's so classic. He's one of the artists who always who does one of the most expensive music videos in the whole of northern Uganda. He's one of them among the guys who are doing the most expensive music video in Uganda. I remember talking about, Gamma. Gamma is one association that is now trending right now, away from a federation. Though it's a B-side of federation. Remember the last time we had a meeting at Le Confidential way back, the president of federation did not turn up. That is J.M. Kennedy. J.M. Kennedy didn't show up with his manager, that is A.B. Hans. They did not show up. So, according to the artists, they said the guy had already signed himself out of out of that office. Because a lot, they talked about a lot. We had a couple of artists. There were very many artists there. The ones that I didn't even know that existing in the industry or here within the city. That was the time they really showcased, and they were there to attend the meeting. Meanwhile, while J.M. Kennedy himself wasn't there with his cabinets, they were nowhere to be seen. But of course, they just said they are just signed out. But of course, as we speak, every single weekend, Gamma always, they always have a meeting. They do organize meetings like every single weekend here in Arua, and the location is where they do their meetings every Sundays. That is they do it in the Blue Dove, one of the biggest hotel around, and of course it has been offered by the director to them free of charge. They can do their meeting anytime they want, because the one of the places is also one of the promoters around the country. And they had their election yesterday. Had election of the CHUKU members. Yeah, in a group, like in an association, there are always departments. Yeah, there are always different departments in an association that tackles all different parts in an association. Like we have the security, we have the events, we have the CHUKU group, we have the generally the Gamma itself, the group that govern that very particular association. They also have their leaders. So this time around that they had yesterday, they had an interim leader that they elected for like the CHUKU leaders, the people who are going to lead the CHUKU bit of it. Because when you talk about CHUKU is one board different from the association, meaning that out of the association we have the security guys, which they have their own board, and we have the entertainment guys, like the events guys. They also have their own board. So all this association, it has a lot of branches. The entertainment, the CHUKU, the security, security comes with the disciplinary. That's what they did yesterday, but they only tackled one. That is the CHUKU members. And in the CHUKU members, I love the fact that in the greater Arua, they did mixed up. Yeah? In their leadership. There is always a mix-up in their leadership. And as we see, Good Sticker is an artist from Mayumbe side, is the chairperson of CHUKU. And then that is the guy comes from Yumbe district. Then we have the vice chair, that is Tony Blinks. Tony Blinks is somebody from Maracha. Yeah. Then we have the treasurer. Treasurer is Amatre Ronald. This is also a Terejan. So now the vice secretary, we have Rashid Kawawa. This guy comes from Yumbe. And then the vocal person, that is Afaria Ben. Afaria Ben is unknown. Afaria Ben, we don't know whether he comes from the city or from Terego or from Maracha, Yumbe, Koboko. That is just unknown. And he's the vocal person. And then talking about that, I also had the appointed committee, the guys who will be, chasing after the guys who picked the loan and they don't want to give back the money. We have guys like, that is a GRC Africa from Yumbe. Then we have Brota Wigo, is a Terejan. Then Soft B is a Marach, somebody from Maracha. And then Andrew Frank. Andrew Frank is our brothers from Vura here. And then Hel B is a guy from Koboko. And then Rapper Blue Tit Arua City. These are the guys who will be following up at the Sako money. If I'm told an artist borrowed the money and the artist, that person does not want to, to refund back the money. So these are the committee that will be following up the issues to do with money bit of it. And of course, for me, myself, if you ask me, I would say these guys, they're really trying their best. We remember a situation where some of the group here in Arua, when Emyoga money was given, around 30 million, these are the people who took it upon themselves. They went and they bought one hipsum. They bought one hipsum. And then the hipsum did not even work, did not even help. Then at the end of the day, at the end of it, it became a problem. Guys started asking for their monies. They started asking for their money. They wanted to know where the money was, but there was nowhere. They had no tail. They never had anything, like any proof. So this comes back to the leadership, meaning that in a leadership, there should be heads of departments. So this head of departments, at least they will be able, at least to conquer and analyze and sit down and lay strategies. But now, if you only have one person spearheading, just like the head of federation. The head of federation, we have the chairman. The chairman is also the treasurer at the same time, if I'm not mistaken. Then the chairperson, the manager is also. It was just a mix-up of something. That's why, artists of Arua, they said, no, enough is enough. And the battle is still ongoing because there are some monies that were supposed to come into the account, of which it has been blocked, not until they reorganize themselves. That is according to the president, of federation. He said the money cannot be dropped into the account, but unless they reorganize themselves, that's when they will find a way of dropping that money into the account. That's why these people, they are now trying to rebuild themselves to get to the peak, so that they can get the money and they can use the money at any time, any day they feel like, and whatever they want to do with the money, they will do with it. But that one there will only come after them getting themselves prepared, for that. But of course, away from that, the MC's sagas are also still, MCs and the presenter saga are also still ongoing of the 100 million here in Arua City and West Nile at large, because MCs, they were given around 100 million. And as we speak right now, the money is already in the account where it's supposed to be. But now, here the question comes: who are the beneficiaries? I'll give you that after the premiering of the music video. But of course, we're gonna be doing before we go, we're gonna be doing the premiering, and we have around 4 music videos to premiere today. We have Uchaku, that is Bushi the King. And then we have that is a Browser Wig. Chuncha Pena, Bamatata will be coming next. And then we also have Manyanga, that is Starboy Jr. doing it with the Laxi move. And then Genius Brown with Sukuto. Yeah, that is a Genius Brown. Now let's go for the music video premiere. Then when we bounce back, I'm gonna be giving you this the MC's saga, the MCs and presenters money saga. I will be giving it to you in the last hour of the show. But for now, let's go for the music premiere.
Juloide, Kumuite, Winmadit, Unginanok, Juloide.
And as we speak right now, he's trying to get, they are reconciling. I've been seeing one or two things, he started posting about, the product of that very particular company, one way or the other. But I believe that they are now coming back to a resolution where they are now resolving the issue between them. But for me, I'll see that as a positive thing. If I'm wrong, that's why I always say apology costs you nothing. If you're wrong, accept it. And trust me, the person who tells you you're wrong, that person likes you so much. The person who sees whatever you're not doing the right thing, and the person tells you that, hey, my brother, whatever you're doing is not the right thing. You better do this and this. We have seen a couple of these artists and their management. There's very many artists, like here in Arua, that are now doing well under different management under different management, not the previous one. They are doing better. It's because they themselves, they took it upon themselves, they sat down, they analyzed their ways of movement, and looked at the management. Where will this person take me? Does he have what I want or not? So some of these artists in Arua, particularly in Arua and the Greater Nebi, the Greater Arua and Greater Nebi, they have realized that wherever they are right now, they are really doing good. Silly Boy, guys who are struggling, I have to be open. Silly Boo Boo from Germany is also struggling with music. Remember back then when he was under, the T management, Tabs management, Silly Boy was doing so good. But now the music itself, though he's trying to push, I've seen another audio, he did it with, that is my brother, Eddie, this is Eddie Topsy. He did one of the audio with Eddie Topsy, but we are yet to expect the video to come. So it takes, it takes one to understand what he or she wants in the music industry. Like Maya Keys, and of course, Maya Keys, 5 years of the music industry. She used to call herself a Corona artist, with some of the female artists. The Nairobi, these were the artists that they said they are Corona artists. But out of all these Corona artists, Fifi Music, it's also among them, because during that very particular period of time, that's when Fifi Music also blew out. Yeah? So, when you look at this, the Corona artists that we used to call of those days, among them, only few that are working active. I am seeing Fifi Music and Maya Keys, of which Maya Keys, Fifi Music is also having Fifi Music had a concert last year, and Maya Keys is having another concert this November at IB's launch, and she took it upon herself to call all these female Corona artists, some of these female Corona artists, the likes of Fifi, Margarita from Kumam, the other side of Kumam, she will be also coming there. Judas Rap Knowledge is not a Corona artist, but of course these are the artists that are going to be featured in that very particular concert of Maya Keys. Sergeant still remains my name, and of course I'm the only guy that speaks in capital letter for the Gamma guys, and of course I believe that so many artists are yet coming in the group, so you are most welcome. That's according to the Gamma. Then they just formed a committee of CHUKU. Then they also formed a committee of the loan guys, the guys who will be chasing after them one way or the other. And any inke kama initie iye ibe parle mangondi chalite jarawir wanen lembe dupa muteka timre danu teka nwango pin ma enike elubre ni kum leaders ma muti on the ground inenu kile mutimre the saga mutimre sama president mwabinu itenge pa juruwe tenge pa politicians wotu ikinde magipar kudecha man utimre kide magitimre kudecha, but now unwangrenia leaders mwachwalo kiwan magichit yani agichigi representing one gichido bigi pare pi ege umukedobe kwa yania danu ne mokugitie prominent people mana wachopo tiu kuge itenge giwa in chali jarawe Chala amari ania Bushi the King. This is an open thing. Bushi the King is very open. Yania dana mo muti e greater nebi en pare utie dana angwen muti wie. But these are the people muti wie utie dana angwen. Yora consequence e watch mama ni mama makuchidi en kema kwa mie chwa. Makwamie chwa ni mama wamie chwa ewe tukeni ni flag ni NLM flag bearers na enigi ewe tu nyamtoro ewe tu dan mukende ngi mama ewe tu ewa tene dan wen kende dan manya gichobi tinwa giteru wakaka moku donc inke kaka moku kende mitie yeno awa tene dan ne ma en majuwa tikino the flag bearers by NRM mi ora kan wo chwelegi wamie chwa igi ketunyo uruo wana juruwe nen kine malembe kine mo jebre ko wana socialite lemene e jebre le donc enike elobre ni chwak mo be chikami kai wate mini dana manda le manda ya bilubi ineno ora beach ora par o timre le ngo mo timre in the entertainment industry lembe moku ubedo upe donc this time around nen ieba awate ni dana mako nen e ora unde do nen e juruwe no kino o mako nen lembene okoro unde do nen the whole of Greater Navy mako nen ni wachiwalo dana machoka representing one kadina juwacha ni akajo na nya rasta tie kuyuke juwanya this one is already spoiled one but where music has become a business, yeah, as we speak right now, and music, the entertainers have become one of the biggest influencers in the whole of the world, in the whole of the country. As we speak right now, the biggest influencers are the artists, the dancers, the MCs, the presenters. From God and my country, Saj still remains my name, the only guy that speaks in capital letter. Watching West Night TV should be a mandate each and every single time. On Star Times, the channel 477. And on Zuku Satellite, we are on channel 0073. And then on Azam TV, you can as well catch up with us on channel 369. And all our social media platforms, TikTok, you can as well just type West Night Television on TikTok, YouTube, all the social media platform. X just goes there, West Night Television. But make sure that you subscribe, you ring the bell so that you'll be getting the notification each and every single time. Sajam Sisu remains my name. See you till tomorrow, same time, same television.
It's